This is Mohan, and I'll be guiding you through this performance testing course. So, with our 11 years of experience, I worked extensively on performance testing tools JMeter, NeoLoad, as well as Load Runner. And I also have good experience on cloud platforms like AWS and Azure. Okay, and I worked with many monitoring tools like Dynatrace and App Dynamics. So since 2020 onwards, I've been helping professionals through structured real-time training sessions, focusing mainly on the practical skills, not just related to theory. Okay, so my goal is to make sure that you gain good confidence on this particular tool, and you can handle the real-world performance testing challenges so easily after this particular training. Okay, so on a high level, this is what the introduction of me. Okay, uh, first question, like whenever if we try to take any training, right, the first question that will come into mind is like why we need to go for this live training sessions, especially when we already have the content in YouTube, right? So that is the first question that will rise in our mind. So obviously, with YouTube, you will get enough knowledge. I totally accept it, but it's not like the complete knowledge. Okay, so those who are all, having good experience on multiple tools, like multiple performance testing tools, right? Maybe it will be helpful for them. But again, those who are moving from one domain to another domain, especially from other domains to performance testing, right? So in those cases, like live training is very much required. Why? Because we are going to in live training, we are going to have we are going to discuss about some real time use cases. Okay, how in industry we are working, right, with real time scenarios and other things, we'll cover those real time use cases here. And there is a proper structured learning pattern over here which you won't find anywhere in YouTube. Okay, so we'll take one case study, and we'll start trying to understand that case study first, and we'll see what happens if the application is going to production without performance testing. Okay, and what sort of issues that they may come across. Okay, so once after getting that issues, if they started doing the performance testing before going to production, right, how we can resolve those issues going forward. So we'll take one case study, and based on that case study, what are all the issues that we are going to observe. We'll try to understand and how to resolve it in a proper step by step part. We'll see that, right? So that is the structure learning process that we are going to do as a part of this training. Okay, and live doubt clearing and mentoring part is there. So obviously, right, while we are practicing with any new tool, we'll get some doubts. So in order to rectify those doubts, for sure live sessions are very very much required. Okay, and this particular training is completely job focused training, so wherein I'm going to give you all the real time use cases as well as the interview questions and answers. Okay, I'll ask you to prepare the answers, it's always better, and I'll provide you a lot of assignments for each and every topic, so that it will be really helpful for you if you practice those assignments. Okay, and those who are unable to work or develop the scripts, right, so for them this part is useful, whatever the scripts that we are going to discuss or the templates that we are going to discuss as a part of this training, I'll provide those scripts as well as templates directly with you, so that you can take that and you can make use of that, so that it will help you in practicing, okay, while practicing here. And one more major important thing is the certification part, right? So again, once after completing this signing, you are going to get the certification from Perf that is fine. Okay, but apart from that, for NeoLoad, Tricentis company is owning NeoLoad, right? So that Tricentis company, they are going to have one certification. So NeoLoad product consultant certification. So that consultant certification exam, you can clear it so easily once if you attend all the sessions properly, and if you have good hands-on experience on this NeoLoad. Okay, so without anyone's help, you can clear it so easily once if you attend this training. So these are the different advantages that we have to so that you can get a good knowledge going forward. Okay, so on a high level, why we need to choose the neolo training means this, because of these advantages. Okay, so let me quickly jump into the agenda for today's session. In today's session, I'm going to cover what is NeoLoad, what is the history of NeoLoad, key features of NeoLoad, protocols supported by NeoLoad. Okay, and I'm planning to cover like NeoLoad versus JMeter versus Load Runner. Okay, and when to use each tool, as well as I'll cover the I'll give you some course content part. Okay, and then finally we'll conclude with the Q&A session. So this is the agenda for today's session. So some theory part, like most of the part is theory today. Okay, I can say. So not some part of the session is going to be theory. Most of the part will be the theory part only. But as this is the first session as the demo session, right? We need to understand some basics of NeoLoad first, and then only we can jump directly into the tool. Okay, so let's start with what is NeoLoad. See, most of the people are from performance testing background, I just don't want to spend much time on the very basics, like what is NeoLoad, what are the protocols that that the NeoLoad will support. Right, I'll cover all these things on a high level, but I just want to cover main points which are really useful for you. Okay, so NeoLoad is a comprehensive performance testing tool, obviously, which is going to help us in designing in designing the test scripts. Okay, so that we can simulate the heavy user load on our applications. Especially this particular NeoLoad tool is going to help us in order to test the enterprise applications mainly. Okay, so this particular tool will help us in scalable load generation, as well as it is going to be very easy to monitor the things with the NeoLoad tool. Okay, and we can also create the detailed reporting part with NeoLoad tool. So I'm just giving you like everything on a high level so that we can jump directly into the main concepts here. So, on a high level, NeoLoad is a comprehensive performance testing tool which will simulate the heavy user load. Okay, and we can test the web applications, mobile applications, APIs, and other services like Citrix applications. Okay, SAP based applications. So different applications we can test it so easily with the help of NeoLoad. So with this basic idea, we'll try to understand the history of NeoLoad. This is main for us, right? So NeoLoad like was founded by Neotis in 2005. Okay, so the main goal is to do the performance testing of the applications. So the main goal why they introduced this tool is to do the performance testing. Okay, in 2008 they have introduced this tool. Okay, and in 2000 sorry in 2005 they have introduced this tool. In 2008 the first official release was happened. Okay, so they started the first official release was happened in 2008, and in 2012 they introduced the cloud based load generation. So the UI of NeoLoad is very simple. Okay, and it is very user friendly. So within like very less time, okay, they have gained some good feedback from the clients. So that is the reason why NeoLoad is one of the mostly used tool right now. So in 2008 they have their first release, but in 2012, okay, they started introducing the cloud based load generation here. Okay, so which is going to be very useful in order to do the reason based geolocation based testing for us. Okay, so in 2018, Neotis they have enhanced this NeoLoad integration part with multiple tools like CI/CD pipelines, as well as with cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. Okay, so they introduced the CI/CD integration, as well as they started using the other cloud generators, other clouds for the help, like for the sake of this load generation part. Okay, and in 2020, Tricentis acquired NeoLoad, like 2020 ending, I can say. So like we can say it like 2021 starting also. So Tricentis acquired this Neotis, and they started implementing new things over here. Okay, so they introduced many new features like real browser technology. Okay, and now like in today's world, like NeoLoad is widely used enterprise application, which is gaining more popularity. Okay, it started with very slowly, but nowadays most of the companies, especially those who are planning to go with enterprise level applications, okay, as well as some legacy applications, those who are planning to test the SAP based applications, Oracle EBS based applications, right? So like in those cases, like NeoLoad is the preferred tool when compared to other tools that are available in market. Okay, so that's the reason why NeoLoad is so popular today here, right? So on a high level, this is the history of NeoLoad. So please feel free to stop me whenever if it is required, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Okay. So when coming to the key features of NeoLoad, right? So as I mentioned, it is completely user friendly. So I'll show you the UI part of how it is gonna look like. Okay, so you can directly understand like once after seeing the UI, right? What we can do from where, like what are the options that we have, right? How to use those options. It is directly visible and it's so clear. Okay. Coming to the next feature, we have like cloud load generation. So as I mentioned, we can connect and we can test the application with multiple geolocations, so which is so easy, that we can do it with NeoLoad. And real time monitoring, this option is available in load runner also, but in NeoLoad we have very good features when compared to load runner. And the advanced reporting and analytics part. So again, a reporting part is good in load runner also, but in NeoLoad it is so easy. So in load runner, those who are aware of load runner especially, right? So we can generate the report in PDF, in HTML format with some specific metrics, right? And again, we need to add all the graphs manually in the analysis part. Okay, we need to do some stuff over there, and we need to compare the graphs manually and other things over there, right? But here it is not like that. They have some predefined set of templates. Okay, we can go and use the templates as in order to create the good proper reporting here. Okay, and also analysis part also we can do it so easily with the help of NeoLoad. Okay, because of the options that are available, we'll see all those things in a clear way going forward. Okay, so coming to the next one, CI/CD integration part. This is also the key part. You can integrate NeoLoad with the CI/CD pipeline so easily, and you can trigger the test through the pipeline without any struggle, major struggle. Okay, you can also trigger the test using command prompt. Okay, many other options are there, so we'll see that. And the heart of the scripting part, okay, of any tool is parameterization, correlation, as well as using the advanced scripting concepts, like we need to write some code wherever it is required, okay, in order to handle the scenario properly, right? So these things can be done so easily in NeoLoad when compared to load runner as well as JMeter. Okay, for example, correlation in load runner, with we need to do it with the help of multiple functions like web receive param ex, web receive param regular expression. So we need to write multiple functions over there, okay, in order to do that. But here in NeoLoad, we have an option called text picker. Okay, so it will pick the boundaries so easily for us, and also we can go writing the regular expressions in the advanced mode so easily over here with the help of NeoLoad. So working with NeoLoad is going to be so simple when compared to working with other tools. That's what I can say here. Okay, and coming to the last one, virtual user and load simulation. So virtual user distribution as well as load simulation. Okay, these things are going to be super easy here in NeoLoad. So these are all the major key features that are available in NeoLoad. Okay, so let me quickly go to the next slide. So Coming to the protocols that it is going to support, like most of the protocols which load runner will support, right, your neoload also will support. So these are all the protocols which your neoload is going to support, and we have many. I didn't added all those things, but whatever that are major, okay, so I have added here. As a part of this training, I'm going to cover like http https, okay, soap, and rest apis. And we are also going, I'm also going to cover like jdbc here. So I'll show you how we can connect with the connect to the database, and how we are going to run the queries, okay, and how we are going to pull the data from the database and use it in the next steps, right? So these three protocols as a part of this training I'm going to cover here. And also real browser protocol, fourth one, okay. So that also I'll cover as a part of this training, okay. So, but again, right, SAP based testing is going to be so easy, okay, with NeoLoad when compared to any other tool in the market. Okay, NeoLoad is the SAP's integration kind of tool, I can say. Okay, so it's very easy to work with SAP, either GUI or the Fiori apps, so easily with the help of NeoLoad when compared to other performance testing tools. Okay, so these are all the different protocols that it is going to support. Coming to the comparison part, okay, between the NeoLoad, JMeter, and Load Runner. So this is the major part that we need to know. So the fee, when it comes to the feature, right, that is the ease of use feature. So I can say like NeoLoad is best when compared to any other tool. Okay, like when compared to the JMeter or load runner, neoload scripting, okay, neoload user interface is so easy and clear when compared to the other tools. So why? Because I'll show you the neoload tool after this particular slide, after explaining this particular slide, so that you will understand why I'm saying like this. Okay, we'll try to record one scenario with the help of neoload. Okay, and we'll try to understand like on a high level how the recorded content is going to look like. Okay, so NeoLoad is a combination of JMeter and load runner. Those who are aware of JMeter and load runner, right? So it's a pure combination. Okay, pure combination. NeoLoad is a pure combination of these two tools. So if you combine the user interfaces of JMeter as well as NeoLoad, sorry, load runner, it will show like NeoLoad. Simply, I can say that. Okay, so that is the major advantage. Okay, so that is the reason why NeoLoad is popular nowadays. Okay, and scripting wise, I can say like it's a low coding scripting. Okay, when compared to other tools JMeter as well as load runner, right, where we need to write some coding part, okay, especially for handling the while conditions, okay, for handling the looping part, right. So here in NeoLoad we have multiple actions, okay, that are already predefined, so we can use those actions directly instead of writing the code in each and every step. Okay, so that is the reason why I can say like neoload tool is the low code tool, okay, when compared to the other tools, whereas in jmeter and load runner we need to use like bean shell scripting as well as jsr223 scripting, like groovy scripting. Okay, and in load runner especially we need to write the c coding, right. So here also we need to write some code wherever it is required, but here we are going to write the JavaScript code, but it is very, very less when compared to the other tools. Coming to the protocol support, as I mentioned, like tool wise, I can say protocol support means load runner is, I'll go with load runner as the first tool. Okay, I'll say like load runner is better, okay, when compared to the other tools. But nowadays neoload is also giving tough competition. Okay, we can test almost all the protocols that your load runner will support. Okay, with neoload also. Coming to the CI/CD integration part, here we have the full CI/CD support for neoload, whereas we have limited support in jmeter, and we need to do some custom setup in load runner. But here full integration with CI/CD is happening very easily with neoload. When it comes to the cloud-based testing, again, I can say NeoLoad is best over here. The reason is it has built-in cloud testing load like option, so wherein we can pick the cloud load generators directly, okay, instead of connecting again by doing some manual setup with like how we are going to do it in load runner. And with JMeter, we know like it's an open source tool, right? So that's the reason why limited support will be there. But when compared to load runner, I can say NeoLoad is best in the cloud based testing. So coming to the scalability, so I can say like all are good, but again every tool has its own limitations. Like JMeter has its own limitations, especially without plugins we can't use JMeter much. But whereas that plugins concept is going to be used very much less here in NeoLoad as well as load runner. Here I can say scalability wise both load runner and NeoLoad are good. Okay, there are no issues. When it comes to the live performance monitoring, sorry, I can say NeoLoad is the best tool here. We have some real-time dashboards here, so that is the reason why I can say like NeoLoad is the best one. And coming to the auto correlation concept, especially here also I can say like NeoLoad is the best. Why? Because it is so easy for us to do the auto correlation here with a one or two clicks. Whereas in load runner also we have this option, but it is partially automated. Here we can use this in a fully automated way. No need to worry. Like and you can also do the correlation so easily, auto correlation so easily. But anyhow, I'm I'm not going to prefer this as a performance tester. I'm not going to prefer this. Why? Because you need to know how to write the correlation properly. Okay, otherwise it is not possible to extract the dynamic values, right? So going for autocorrelation won't help you every time. Coming to the cost, so NeoLoad, like it's a paid version, like how we have load runner, so we need to purchase license for NeoLoad also. And for practicing purpose, we'll get like some 50 users license if you register with your official email ID. Okay, then you'll get like some 50 user license. You can test with that particular license. Okay, so the pricing part, if you compare with the load runner, right? The pricing part wise, NeoLoad is less cost. Okay, when compared to the load runner. Load runner is so expensive. Okay, whereas we know like JMeter is a open source tool. Okay, but it has its limited features. So we can't go with JMeter everywhere, especially for SAP based testing. Okay, SAP, when it comes to the SAP based testing, load runner and NeoLoad are the most preferred tools. But nowadays, like NeoLoad is having good bonding with the SAP. Okay, so NeoLoad is the best tool I can say to go with SAP or Oracle based applications, especially. Okay, so on a high level, these are the different features, okay, that we have in NeoLoad, JMeter, and Load Runner. If we compare, out of all these features, I can say most of the features are good in NeoLoad. So that's the reason why nowadays market also is slowly moving to the NeoLoad. Okay. Any questions or any concerns till now? Please feel free to ask. If not, we'll jump into the main concept called architecture of NeoLoad. Any questions till now? I know these are all basic things. Yeah. Okay. But we need to understand before going to architecture, we need to understand when to use the NeoLoad tool, when to use the JMeter, or when to use the load runner tool. So this is the most common question that is being asked everywhere, right? So first, I can say like for small scale web applications, you can go with JMeter. And for enterprise level performance testing, right, you can go with NeoLoad. So for enterprise level applications, you can go with NeoLoad tool. And for legacy systems like SAP mainframe, Citrix based applications, you can go with load runner as well as you can go with NeoLoad also here. Okay. So previously, NeoLoad is not going to support this Citrix protocol, but again, now that is possible with NeoLoad. So we can easily go with legacy systems with NeoLoad also. And for CI/CD integration purpose means you can go blindly with NeoLoad. So it is so easy for us. And for API and microservices based load testing means you can go with NeoLoad or JMeter. But I'll say to go with NeoLoad preferably. The reason is we can directly import the entire collection in one go in NeoLoad, which is not possible in other tools. So if we have the Swagger URL wherein you have all the APIs which you want to test, okay, then you can import that Swagger URL directly into the NeoLoad with a single click, and no need to worry with the scripting of like no need to worry on the API scripting especially. You can import all the, like if you have some 100 APIs, right? You can import all the APIs within a single click here. That is the advantage that we have in NeoLoad. Slowly we'll see all those options in NeoLoad, but before going to see those options, right, let me quickly show you the NeoLoad UI part, and I'll show you how we are going to record the application with the help of the NeoLoad. Okay, and then we'll jump into the NeoLoad architecture. So when we open the NeoLoad, right, so this is the user interface that you are going to see. Hope my voice is clear, right? There are no issues with my audio. Please confirm.
No, no, it's clear.
Okay. So this is the user interface that you are going to see once if you open the NeoLoad. So those who are aware of load runner, right? So once if you install the load runner on your machine, you will see three different icons: virtual user generator, controller, as well as analysis, right? These three components you are going to see on your machine once after installing the load runner. Once if you install the JMeter, you will see one jmeter.bat file shortcut. You can create this shortcut, and you can directly access the JMeter with the help of this shortcut file. Right. So in the same way, once if you install the NeoLoad, you will see this icon, and once if you open it, you are going to see this user interface. And in the user interface, like how we have three different components in load runner, in the same way we have three different options in our components in uh, NeoLoad. So one is the design tab, and the second one is the runtime tab, and third one is the result tab. So I'm just comparing this tool with other tools so that it will be easy for you to understand. Okay. So with the help of VUgen, what we are going to do, those who are all, having experience on load runner, what we are going to do with the help of VUgen, anyone? Can you?
Scripting.
Yes, we'll record the scripts. Okay, we'll record the complete flow, and we'll do the script enhancements and other things with the help of Vusion, and we'll validate our scripts, right? The same thing we are going to do it with the help of design tab, which is there under the NeoLoad. Okay, again, under this design tab, we have three multiple tabs. We'll discuss about these tabs later. But the design tab, the main intention of design tab here is to design the project. That means we can do the recording, we can do the script enhancement, we can validate the script, okay, with the help of the design tab here. Next one, next one is the controller in load runner. So what we are going to do with controller in load runner, we'll do the test execution setups, we'll connect with the load generators, and also we'll trigger the test, right? And while the test is going on, we can monitor the test also, right? Test execution process that we can do with this controller. In the same way here, with the runtime tab, we can do all those things. Under this runtime tab, you can create the scenarios, you can do the test execution setup, you can also trigger the test. If you go to the runtime overview and runtime graphs, you can monitor the test over here. Okay. And if you have any errors, runtime errors, you can monitor those runtime errors here. And if you are getting any alerts, you can monitor those alerts also. And you can also monitor how you are v users are executing, which particular transactions they are executing. Okay, those things you can monitor it so easily here with the help of this runtime tab. So whatever that your controller is going to do, your runtime tab will do the same thing over here. And the third one is the analysis part in load runner. So this analysis part will be helpful for us to analyze the test result, right? So here the same thing will be done with the help of the results tab. In the results tab, once after executing any test, you are going to get the result, and that result information you can clearly see under this test summary. And you have values tab wherein you can see the complete test result. Okay, as well as the graphs. You can merge multiple graphs, and you can have multiple default templates that are available, that I'm mentioning, right? The default templates. Okay, multiple things are there. You can monitor over here, you can analyze over here. Okay, so we'll see all these things slowly. But why I'm bringing this topic here is nothing but, if you compare with the load runner tool, we have three different components here separately, whereas the three different components we have in a single tool here. Okay, in a single user interface here. In JMeter, if you open JMeter, right, this bat file or jar file, okay, it will directly open one interface. Okay, so that interface also something it is going to look like this. Okay, I'll cover I'll compare the JMeter tool, okay, once after the recording process got completed. But as of now, if you compare your NeoLoad tool with load runner tool, so this is how it is gonna look like. So the major three options or components that we have in NeoLoad is design tab, runtime tab, as well as the results tab. These are the three major options that we have. Now let's quickly go to the design tab. Why? Because we want to record the script, right? So recording and enhancements can be done in the design tab. So under the design tab, again we have three different tabs. One is the user path, second one is the populations, third one is the monitoring and monitors and connectors, right? So let's start with the user path. So user path is the place where we are going to record our script and where we are going to store the recorded content. You can see what are all the servers that got recorded. Okay, let me clear. As of now, I have no servers. Okay, for the first time, whenever if you open, you won't see any servers related information, and you won't see any user paths. User paths in NeoLoad is nothing but scripts. Okay, so whatever the scenarios that we are going to record, each and every scenario will come and sit under this user path. So if you are trying to record the user registration process, that entire thing will come and store it as a user path here under the user paths option. And which servers you are going to record, that will come and store under this servers. We'll see in a more deeper way going forward, and we'll see the options of other two, the uses of other two tabs, as well as the options in it also going forward. But for now, let's try to record the application with the help of NeoLoad. Okay, so in order to record the application with the help of NeoLoad, we have start recording option over here under the user path. If you go to any other tab, you won't see that start recording option. This start recording option is there under the design, under the user path. Okay, and in order to record any web-based application, then go for this start recording option. If you want to work with APIs, as I mentioned, if you want to import the Swagger URL, you can directly import the Swagger URL over here by clicking on this import open API. If you want to directly import all the APIs from the Postman, that also you can do so easily by importing the JSON file directly. Okay, we'll see these things when we are discussing about the web services part, like the REST and SOAP APIs part. We'll come to this again. Okay, but for now, I just want to record one web application. So in order to record one application, right, I have installed one application on my local. So this is Advantage Online Shopping application, which I installed it on my local. As a part of this training, I'll show you how you are going to install this on your on your laptop, and how we can do the load testing, and also we'll try to integrate the Dynatrace with our with our application, and we'll see how we are going to monitor the metrics, okay, in Dynatrace. Those things will cover as a part of this training. But on a high level, this is the application that I installed on my local, okay. And for this advantage online shopping application, we are using the Postgres SQL database, okay. So this is the database that I am using. Let me open it. So this particular application is having three different schemas, okay. Account schema, advantage account schema, advantage catalog schema, and advantage order schema. So with the help of this database, we are going to like do the database testing also, okay. So we are going to connect to this PostgreSQL database, and we'll try to run the queries by using the PostgreSQL. And also while running the test, right, while running the test, if we are facing any issues while running the load test, so we'll monitor about we need to see like how many maximum connections that we need, that we have, okay. So during the test, and how many open connections that are there, right. So what exactly the count, so lot of things we'll if any locks are there, we need to understand, right. So we'll see all these things going forward as a part of this training in a more deeper way, okay. I'll also show you while running the test how you can monitor these things properly, so that it will be easy for us to identify whether the issue is because of the database or not, okay. So we'll do all those things going forward, but on a high level, whatever the account that you are going to create, okay, will come and store under this adv underscore account schema. And whatever the products related information will come and store under the catalog, and whatever the orders that you are going to create, right, it will come and store under the orders table, right. Again, we'll discuss more on this architecture part of this application in tomorrow's session. I'll show you some PDFs that are available, okay, wherein we have the complete application architecture of this application. So we'll start our journey by understanding this particular application architecture only. Then only it will be easy for us to work on this application. So this particular training, especially like we are concentrating majorly on the practical way, okay, not just only the theory part, okay. That's the reason why we'll take one complete project, and end to end we are going to work on the same project. It's not like I'm going to cover like I'll cover multiple other applications also if required, but we'll start with one particular application, and we'll do the testing also on the same application at the end of the day, okay. We'll monitor and we'll try to identify the issues and other things on the same application itself, okay. So that's the major theme. So now let's jump into the NeoLoad tool and start recording this particular application. I'll go with the start recording option in the NeoLoad tool. Once if I click on this, I'll get this pop-up. So wherein I can have multiple options, which type of application you want to record. So you want to record web application or SAP GUI application, or Citrix based application, or real browser do you want to use real browser protocol or RTE based protocol, right. So which particular protocol you want to use, and also you have the option to select the browser here. So let me quickly go with the browser called Microsoft Edge here, and I'll name this as demo recording, okay. Anyhow, I'm going to cover in a more deeper way about all these options slowly, okay. But for now, let's quickly record one particular flow in this application, okay. Demo recording. I'll just open, see here. Once if you click on OK, then automatically a NeoLoad tool itself will open the Edge browser for you. I've selected Microsoft Edge over there at the time of selecting the browser, right? So that is the reason why your NeoLoad tool itself will open the Edge browser for you. So you need to wait for some time. So let it open. In the meantime, let me copy this URL and I'll be ready. See here. Now NeoLoad, it opened the browser for us, okay. And for the first time, whenever if it is opening the browser, it will take some time. And if you install the certificate properly, then you'll see this kind of message on your screen. Okay, if you are not going to install the certificate, then your neoload tool won't record anything. Then at that time you will see one message here called proxy issue. Okay, so we'll see those things, how we'll install the certificate, what happens if you are not going to install it. Those things we'll see it later, but for now let's quickly give the transaction name here under this option, and let me provide the URL over here. See, I'm trying to launch this particular application as a first step. And as a next step, what I'll do, I'll go and quickly click on any one of the product here. Okay, I'll do 2 steps, not more than that. See, launch page got loaded successfully. As a second step, I'll click speakers. Okay, click on speakers. So I'll click on this speakers part so that it will take me to the speakers page. See here. So we are in speakers page right now. So as a next step, select speaker. Okay, I'm just doing like select speaker over here. I'm selecting any one specific speaker. So whatever the actions that we are doing on the browser, the same actions are going to be recorded or captured by your tool. Okay, and as a last step, I'll click on add to cart. I'll select some color and I'll click on add to cart. So once the item got added to the cart, you can click on checkout, right? So let me click on checkout and then we'll stop here. Okay. Let me click on checkout and then I'll stop the recording. So once the recording got stopped, then it will give you one pop-up wherein it will show all the server names. Okay. So all the requests that are from different servers, okay, that got recorded over here. Out of all the servers, which server is required for us, that we need to select here. If you observe, Bing, okay, is some Dynatrace related one, okay, Google Analytics, Google Tag Manager, Microsoft, these are all not required for us, right? I'm planning to test only the perf test mentor site. Okay, so I'll unselect all here and I'll select only the server that is required for me. So this way filtering is also so easy in filtering of unwanted URLs is also so easy in NeoLoad. For those who already worked on JMeter especially, okay, so this filtering option is not available in JMeter. So we need to do the entire setup manually, like which particular domains you don't want to record. We need to add that in the exclude URLs option so that it won't record for the next time. But here with a single click, we are going to do that. And now we can see only the requests that are related to this domain, and then click on finish. Okay, once if you click on finish, under the servers, previously nothing is there, but now you can see the server name under the servers, okay, as well as the details of that, the port as well as the host name, okay, and whether it is using the SSL or not. Those information you can see here under the servers. And also once after the recording process got completed, under the user paths, you will see the user path with the name demo recording, whatever that we have given. And how we have in load runner, right? We have three different actions, like we user init, okay, action, and we user end. In the same way here also we have three containers in NeoLoad: init container, actions container, as well as end container, right? So if I expand the actions, whatever the transactions that you have recorded, right? So those transactions are going to be available here under this. Those who are already worked with load runner, so whatever the request that we got that got recorded, right, each and every request is going to come either with the web underscore URL function, or web underscore submit data, or web underscore submit form, or web custom request functions, right, in load runner. Whereas in JMeter, you see this kind of structure especially, right? So JMeter, you will see this kind of structure. Like we have one transaction controller. Under that, we have multiple requests. For each and every request, we are going to have request headers, right? So this kind of tree structure of all the requests along with the transaction names and other things, you will see in JMeter. Okay, with load runner you don't see this option. So that's the reason why I am keep on saying that if you know JMeter as well as load runner, it is so easy for us to work with NeoLoad. And NeoLoad is a combination of JMeter and load runner. So this part, design, runtime, and results tab, okay, these three parts are related to load runner. And the structure, how it is going to display the requests and other things, okay, this part is completely related to JMeter. So JMeter and load runner combination only your NeoLoad tool is. And we have multiple options in JMeter, especially by right clicking on each and every element. Okay, in JMeter you can add other elements. In the same way here also, if you right click on any of the component here or element here, okay, you can add multiple actions here. You can add multiple actions here. These actions you can add by right clicking over here, or by simply go to the actions option which is there on the bottom side, and you can drag and drop whatever the action that is required over here. So simply drag and drop all the actions whatever that is required and use it. That's it. It's that much straightforward here. If you observe, this is the request that we try to hit, okay, to launch this application. So each and every request it is going to record here properly. We'll discuss more about this going forward, but on a high level, this is how we are going to record one application with the help of NeoLoad tool. There are a lot of options that are available. Okay, we'll go through each and every option slowly, but for now, for time being, like this is what I just want to show on this demo part. Any questions till now? Anyone? Any questions till now? Okay, considering that as no, let's quickly jump into the course content part. Okay, so I know like it's already 40 minutes I started this session, right? So I'll come to the question and answer session last, at the last, like after covering the course content part. So as I mentioned, like this training is not same like other trainings that other institutes are going to provide. Okay, so I'll provide you the high level course content over here, information over here. So this particular course is divided into around 15, I can say like 16 modules. Okay, I forgot to add the Git integration over here. Okay, I'll add that as a 16th module. So total this entire course content is divided into 16 different modules, which start with introduction to performance testing. So again, as most of you are experienced, right? So we'll jump, like if we want we can cover this, or if we want we can skip this part, but my intention is always to cover this. Why? Because it's whatever the concepts that I'm going to cover as a part of this particular module. Okay, you'll get very in-depth knowledge on how the performance testing life cycle is going to be. Okay, how the application architecture is going to be. See, application architecture here means I'm not going to discuss about what is web server, what is app server, and DB server again. Why? Because you already know that, right? I don't want to spend time on that, but I'll explain the application architecture of this particular application, right? How the architecture of this application is. Okay, how all the services are connected over here, where we need to deploy it. Okay, and how we need to interact with this application when while we are interacting, right? Which services are being called on the back end. So those things we need to know. So I'll cover that application architecture over here. And obviously we'll jump into the performance testing lifecycle process. Okay, we know the end-to-end performance testing lifecycle process, right? And we'll try to gather the NFRs for this application. For this application itself, we'll try to gather the NFRs based on the architecture and other things. We'll try to gather the NFR, and we'll create one test plan document. Okay, and we'll try to create one more document called traversal flow document, and then we'll jump into the workload modeling document. We'll try to prepare the workload modeling. Okay, and we'll try to understand some of the important concepts related to the developer tools. Okay, Chrome developer tools, mainly the request response and other things if required. If you already aware of this, then we can ignore it, it's not a major thing. But other parts we'll cover it as a part of module 1. And there will be assignment for each and every topic whatever that we are going to discuss. For each and every module, separate assignments are going to be provided like this. You need to work on these assignments and you need to submit it. It's not like one way always. Okay, you need to also spend time, okay, in order to understand what exactly that we are doing. Okay, see, these are not mandatory, but if you are going to do it, then you will get some proper hands on, otherwise it will be tough again. Okay, for each and every topic, okay, we'll have one assignment almost all. Okay, or else combinedly like 2 or 3 topics will have assignment here. So on the first module I'll cover this part. Coming to the second module, we'll install all the required softwares here. So we'll install the JDK, as well as we'll do the set path setup over here. And also we'll try to install IAS on our machine. Okay, I have one more application which is .NET based. Okay, so for that IAS installation is required. So along with that, we'll also go with this AOS, Advantage Online Shopping Application installation. Okay, this we are going to do it in a different way. So we have a separate exe file for this. We'll try to install it and we'll try to connect to the PostgreSQL server. Okay, so whatever the installation part that are required, okay, especially the Dynatrace one. So if you see, right, the Dynatrace part is also very very important in we need to install one agent, and then only we can monitor our servers so easily, right? We'll discuss more on the Dynatrace part also as a part of this training. Okay, so let's, yeah. Any questions? Someone turn on their mic. If not, please go on mute. Yeah. Okay. So those things we'll cover here in the requires software installation part. Okay, especially we'll also install Jenkins on our local. Okay, which is very very important for us. Okay, we'll install Jenkins on our local machine and on our laptops, and we'll see how to do that, right? How to connect with that and other things. So, so these parts we'll cover as a part of module 2. As a part of module 3, I'll give you the tool introduction, which we have covered like some basics here, but we'll discuss more on the NeoLoad architecture and the components of NeoLoad that we have. Okay, each and every module overview on a high level, whatever that we discussed, right? Design module, runtime module, and results module. So these modules in a deeper way we are going to discuss here as a part of uh, third module. Okay, third module is nothing but, see, each and every module is not like for each and every week. Okay, so some modules it will take 1 day, 2 days, some module it will take like 4 days, 5 days. Okay, so I'm just categorizing each and everything as a module here, that's it. Okay, next, fourth module, we'll do the script enhancement. Okay, once after preparing all the required documents, we'll jump into the scripting part, and then we'll start recording the script with the NeoLoad, and we'll start validating the user paths, and we'll see what is the flag feature that is available in NeoLoad, what is the use of this flag feature, and how to identify the dynamic values. Okay, how to do the parameterization, correlation, how to use the logical actions. Okay, variables is nothing but parameterization here. Okay, we can do the parameterization with the help of variables option here in NeoLoad, and how to apply the SLAs, how to validate your script using assertions, what exactly the populations will do, how we can do the browser emulation and network emulation, okay, and how we can monitor by adding proper monitors over here in NeoLoad, right? Those things related to scripting part we'll see here in the module 4. And coming to the module 5, okay, we have done the scripting, and once after completing the entire scripting process, we'll jump into the testing part, right? So we'll try to do the load test setup in the runtime tab, okay, and we'll try to add the load generators. We'll go with the proper ramp up and ramp down strategies. We'll try to understand the test scheduling options that are available, and then we'll start the test executions. So for the test execution process, right, in order to show the distributed testing concept, I have one desktop with me, so I'll use that desktop as my load generator, okay, and I'm going to use that machine as a load generator, and will trigger the test with the help of the load generator over here. I'll show you how to use that desktop as a load generator, and how you are going to connect that on your controller part, okay, and how we are going to trigger the test from load generator. Those things we'll see in module 5. Coming to the next one, monitoring and test results using monitoring the test result part using Dynatrace. So before going to run the test, we'll integrate the NeoLoad with Dynatrace. We'll monitor all the services in Dynatrace directly, and we'll try to identify the issues, if at all, if we are getting in Dynatrace with the help of the distributed traces option and multiple other options that we have. And we'll try to monitor the CPU memory utilizations over here in Dynatrace of your server. Okay, so this is all about the module 6. Coming to the module 7, right, we have the result analysis and report generation. So we'll start doing the result analysis based on the monitoring part, whatever that we have done, and we'll try to understand what are all the different graphs that are available. We'll try to generate the reports, okay, we'll try to generate the standard report as well as the comparison report with the last runs. Those things we'll do it over here as a part of module 7. And coming to the next step, module 8, we'll go with the advanced topics here. So wherein I'll cover how to record the application using tunnel mode. Okay, and what is the use of record here option in NeoLoad, and how the user path update we can do easily whenever it is required, and what are the different transaction element settings that we have, how to export the contextualized raw data over here, and how to write the data via NeoLoad GUI and JavaScript here. So those advanced topics I'll cover separately once after the scripting and test execution part. And also integration with third-party tools. Okay, I have covered GitHub also here, so no worries. So again, integration with Jenkins, GitHub. Okay, how we'll do the integration part. Okay, I'll cover only GitHub. GitLab is not possible. Okay, I'll cover GitHub as a part of this one. So let me remove this. Okay, integration with GitHub, how we are going to use the GitHub and how we'll do that process, we'll cover it. And Jenkins integration, we'll do it, and we'll see how we can trigger the test with the help of Jenkins. Okay, that integration part we'll cover over here in the ninth module. And in the 10th module, like as I mentioned, we'll set up the load generators, and we'll do the test execution with the help of the load generator. And in the 11th module, we'll try to benchmark our results. Okay, so we'll try to define the benchmarks, and then we'll try to run different tests, and we'll try to see, we'll try to compare that test with the benchmark test, whatever that we have, and we'll try to understand what sort of changes that we are observing, okay, where exactly the issue is. Again, coming to the benchmarks, comparison and analysis part, we'll do it over here as a module 11. And module 12 comes the API testing part. So as I mentioned, we have multiple options, when we have the Swagger and other things, right? So we can import the values, import the collections directly. If we don't have the Swagger or Postman, then how we need to create the API script over here in NeoLoad manually. So those things we'll see as a part of module 12. Coming to the module 13, advanced NeoLoad scripting part, I'll cover here, like how to create the frameworks, how to create the advanced correlations over here in order to extract the dynamic values, how to parameterize the cookies that are there in here, okay, and how to parameter, how to go with the custom logic, how to write the custom logic wherever it is required, how to handle the dynamic request case, okay. So sometimes in the request the payload will change continuously, right? So we need to create the payload and then we need to pass the payload over there. So how to handle those kind of requests, dynamic requests, okay. So we'll see all those advanced concepts over here under the module 13. And the module 14, which is the key module for us, that is NeoLoad Web. That is the SaaS version of NeoLoad. You can monitor the test and you can do the project setup, you can create the dashboard, you can trigger the test, monitor the test, okay, and you can do the license management, everything on the NeoLoad Web. NeoLoad Web is nothing but your load runner enterprise. Those who are working on load runner, okay, in the load runner enterprise, we are going to import the scripts and we are going to run the test, right? In the same way here we have the option called NeoLoad Web, which will do the same thing, which is a SaaS version, that is the online version of the application. So there you are going to simply pull the script, okay, in the zip format, and you can start doing the test execution setup and you'll trigger the test and you can monitor the test, okay. And you can do multiple things over there with the help of NeoLoad Web. We'll see that integration part also here, okay. And coming to the last module, that is the real browser module. uh, so here we are going to have the real browser protocol introduction, as well as how we are going to record the script with real browser protocol, and how we can add the wait conditions and validations, parameterization, correlation. So I'll cover the basic scripting part with the NeoLoad, sorry, real browser part, okay. Test execution, it is pretty much same, no need to worry on this part, okay. So just whatever the scripts that we are going to create, we'll move it to populations, and from there we'll go to the runtime and we'll create the scenario and we'll run the test, okay. So on a high level, these are all the different modules that we have, and these are all the different topics that I'm going to cover as a part of this training. Any questions? Yeah. I'm pretty much sure that these topics, whatever the advanced topics that I'm going to cover, those are not being covered in any other training part. Okay, so I'm sure on that. Any questions here related to the course content? Okay, so with this, I'm good with the demo part, okay, for today. Tomorrow we'll see about the NeoLoad architecture, okay. So how the NeoLoad architecture is going to look like, and also we'll try to understand the case study, okay. As I mentioned, like we'll try to understand the application architecture first, and then we'll go with the case study in tomorrow's session. Any questions or any concerns? Ask right now. Yeah, Abish, any questions?
So actually, I joined a bit late. Just want to know that exactly what's the duration of this course and when this training will be starting every time.
Yeah, see, training is going to start from Tuesday, I can say. Like today and tomorrow, we have demo sessions. Okay, so I'll give
Hmm?
1 day gap, and then most probably from 12th onwards, I'm planning to start the regular sessions. Okay, after 1 day. So this training is
Hmm?
going to be there for 30 days.
Hmm?
Okay, so duration is
Uh,
like 30 days here.
okay, timing? Time.
Timing will be mostly 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. daily.
Okay, 1 hour daily.
Yeah, IST. 1 hour, it may
Okay.
extend up to 1 hour 15 minutes sometimes, but We'll try to.
And that's Monday to Friday, yeah, Monday like
Yes,
every
Monday
day
to
kind of thing.
Friday. Monday to Friday. I don't want
Weekdays
to
only.
stress on weekends. Okay.
Huh.
So if at all, if I'm missing any session because of some reason, right, during the weekdays, then I'll take it on weekend
Mhm.
to cover it up.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll leave the time to practice. So as
NeoLoad,
everyone,
like we need, understood. I got your point. Okay. Now, one question. NeoLoad, they need for the registration, we need a business email ID, not personal
ye-
email ID, right?
yes, yes. For getting the license, you need that. But for the installation file and other things, I'm going to provide the installation file, and I'll provide you the
Mhm.
license also, which you can use for practice purpose. No worries with that.
Okay. And this is a free one, right? License.
Yes, that license is going to be there for like you can run the test for 10 hours with that license, not more than
Okay.
that.
Like load runner, they used to provide like 50 users.
Yeah, here also
As I,
you'll get 50 users, but only the limitation that they have kept here is you can run the test up to maximum of 10 hours, not more than that. After that, that license won't work.
okay, again, we have to regenerate kind of thing, right?
Yes, again, we
Not
need to
duration.
regenerate the token, okay, or we need to
Mm,
ask the
mm.
Tricentis team to provide access for this license, to provide a new license key.
Understood. Understood.
So in load runner, we need not add the license, but here
Correct.
we need to provide the license for sure. Under the
Mm, mm,
preferences, okay. So here we have the
mm,
license. So in order to access, right, we need to provide this license key over here, access token here. And if you click on
mhm.
it, the connection should happen, right? Then only you can go
Mm.
to license and you can lease the license from here. You can lease the license
Okay.
from here. So without
Understood.
that license key or access token, it is not possible.
Okay. One question. 10 hours. It means like let's say example. I run for
Mhm.
30 minutes or 1 hour. It will be every day is continuously. They are going to count
No,
like
overall
kind of
10
things.
hours. Overall 10 hours. Something like 1 hour today, okay, 1 hour tomorrow, something like that. So 10 hours
Or
they
it will be
will,
counting.
yeah, each and every hour will be deducted from that 10 hours.
And that will be only the when we are doing the execution, not like learning
Yeah, for
purpose.
scripting and other things, it's not required. Only at the time of test
Understood.
execution only you need that. So I'll provide the
Okay.
license also at the time of test execution.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If I provide it right now, it's of no use anyhow. Right.
Correct, 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 correct.
Yeah.
Okay. And the recording part will we get here only, like when we have to log in, then we can access all the recording
Yes.
part here.
Yes. Once after registering successfully into this, you'll get the proper access to this training portal where you can see all the
Mm.
recording. As well as I'll upload the entire course content and other details also, whatever the files that I'm showing as a part of this training. I'll share all those things over there.
And during the session, when I joined, you were showing some database. Okay, so
Mhm.
that data also all this kind of the software we have to install in our locally, and we
Yes.
can implement this. Okay,
Yes,
all kind of the software whatever we.
I'll share all the softwares. Okay, and also I'll cover
Mm.
how to install it and other things as a part of this
Mm.
training. So I'll guide you in each and every step. No problem with that.
Understood. Thank you. I'm done. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no
Your
worries.
good name? Actually,
Mohan,
Mohan. Okay. Thanks, Mohan.
no worries. Avish, yeah. Any other questions from anyone? Please feel free to ask. Yes, two things. If you are able to understand, then you won't get any questions. Or if you are uh, not understanding anything or other case, then no questions. What is the case? What is the situation here? Are you able to understand here the concept, whatever that we discussed, or
Mohan, you are covering the integration part for this, correct?
integration with Dynatrace? Yes, I'm
Right. Okay, Dynatrace. For suppose that we have created the script and then uh, from CI, okay, from Dynatrace, that
see, we'll create the script on NeoLoad. Okay, and we'll go to the monitors and we'll try to connect the Dynatrace over here, as well as we need to provide the access, like, so the Dynatrace related information over here,
Okay.
so that you'll connect it with the, you'll connect directly with the Dynatrace, like whatever the test that you are executing, right? Those metrics which you want to monitor, those metrics you can monitor Dynatrace metrics over here under the runtime, as well as under cells, as well as Dynatrace also, by installing the one agent.
Okay. Is there any possibility to run the auto script kind of like JMeter if I am running the GitHub, no, from after integrating the script?
Yes, yes, that you can do it with CI/CD.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so you can do that with CI/CD integration. So once after the script development got completed, right? If you push anything, then you can do that kind of setup with CI/CD integration, Jenkins integration especially. Okay, so
Mhm.
there with a single push in GitHub, obviously it should trigger. So that kind of setup you can do it on Jenkins part. And you can trigger the test, NeoLoad test from Jenkins also directly. I'll show you that.
Okay.
That is there as a part of this training. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Mohan,
Any other questions? Yeah.
Mohan, this is Hemnath here, and yeah, Mohan.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So since I was not a part of this, I
Performance
little
testing.
bit had a idea of yeah. So yes, how about this browser stack? Because in my previous role, I used to Selenium with the browser stack, and we have got
You're breaking,
system
Hemant.
desktop through that.
No, no, you are breaking
Not
actually.
now.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
you are audible now. Go ahead.
Yeah. So in my previous organization, we had a small automation setup to test the load actually. So we use Selenium plus browser stack integrated, and that was running in a standalone system that will give
Mhm.
an alert like to support users, like whether few critical points, critical modules, pass or fail kind of an alert. So for us, it's a very simple thing, and if you see any failed, so immediately we jump in and check the servers and performance monitoring logs and those things. So uh, similarly, for you were saying about all the other tools, right? So how about the browser installation? I think.
See, browser stack in the sense, I didn't get your question exactly, but if I'm not wrong, so if you want to test whether the scripts
Mm,
are working fine or not, then we have an option called assertions here. So
mm,
which will continuously verify whether you
mm.
are reaching to that particular page or not. Okay. If at all, if you are not are
Okay.
reaching to that page, then your script itself will throw the error. We'll have that option. Okay. And
Okay. So I mean, browser stack. Yeah. I-
if you
Yes,
want to
please.
run with if you want to run with multiple like different types of browsers, yeah, then that option is also available. Okay. Or if you want to like while
Okay.
running
Okay.
itself, okay, while running itself, if you are able to face like if you are facing some issues, then if you want to monitor those things, right, then under the
Okay.
runtime errors you can monitor that. Okay, what sort of APIs that are failing, those things you can monitor
Okay.
here. But if you have any problems
Okay.
related to infrastructure, then you need to go to Dynatrace. And here under the problems, if the CPU utilization is high on your server or memory utilization is high, then it will throw one alert over here under the problems in Dynatrace.
Sure. Why? So we deliver software to it's a SaaS-based software, but users have using different version of different browsers. So whenever
Hmm.
you
That
cannot
option is
find the
available.
issue, yeah, isolate the issue. Then we go to browser stack and select the, for example, if you are using that, and I am using Chrome 10, so I'll choose a version and then I'll check that version using load and those things. So
Yeah, yes.
similarly,
If
yeah,
you see, right, you
I
have
can
this
see. Yeah.
option here. Yeah. Like which
Oh,
type of
great, great.
browser
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are
This
using.
is what I was want to know.
Yeah, yeah. And also you
Okay.
can go with the network speed emulation also, like with how much network
Oh,
speed that you
great.
have. So that option is also available. You can provide your
Oh, great.
bandwidth related information. Okay, those things. We'll cover those things
Okay.
also. No worries with
Sure, sure.
this.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Got it. Any other questions from anyone? Tomorrow also we have a demo session. Like I'm not going to cover the same thing again. Don't worry. I'll go with a new topic, as I mentioned. It's not like the same demo session.
One question, Mohan.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's say when the class will start, you will start from beginning, or you will from the demo session where we
No, I'll start
going to,
from beginning. No
from
worries.
beginning, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Probably like, okay. Thank you.
So you'll get entire end-to-end knowledge. Don't worry. Okay, I'll cover each and every topic from scratch. Okay, even though it is a known topic for you, you just bear some time, like hardly some 15 to 20 minutes on that.
Yeah.
But for sure, you will get a new content daily. Okay.
Yeah. Understood. Nothing harm to continue, right? Like even if you know, you will tell something new, which can be, like input for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
anyone who's going
Yes.
to
Yes.
attend.
Yes. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Any questions? Any other questions from anyone?
And
Okay.
Dynatrace also we can install in our local, right? Everything.
Yes, yes. Everything, whatever
Dynatrace.
that I'm going to teach you, okay, you will do hands-on.
Okay. Only one part, desktop you said, right? You have desktop you are going to use
Yeah,
as a
that
loading.
except that. Yeah.
No, no, no. That let's how we can utilize our system. If I have LG other system, how we can use as a LGs that we
Yes,
have
you,
to work
you
on
can
this
use as
purpose.
LG. I'll show you the process, but only the
Hmm.
thing is you should have another machine so that you
Yeah,
can try connecting to
understood.
that. Yeah.
Understood. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. In the last load runner batch that I have taken, right? Like one of the learner, he connected to his another laptop. Okay, so but
Mhm.
only the concern is both should be on the same network. That is the
Yes,
only
yes, yes.
constraint.
Same
Otherwise, it's
IP.
not possible. Yeah.
It's similar kind of the fiddler request when you are sending in and recording the mobile based application.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It should be on the same
And
network. Otherwise, again, the lot of network settings we need to do, which is not a part of, which is not a cup of our tea, right? So.
mhm. And one question, like nowadays, most of the like company are they are using the mobile performance testing as well.
Mhm.
So right now, if I'm using for my application, it's a banking based application. So what I'm doing, I connected with the fiddler and then record and then convert into the then converting into the load and escape and all this thing. Is any way of NeoLoad of having this kind of the feature also, like I can record the mobile based application?
You can directly record the mobile-based applications with NeoLoad so easily. Okay, you don't need to again go and record it with the help of Fiddler.
Okay.
Okay.
One request, just you some class. Can you show us how we can do?
See,
So,
we need to get free apps which will not have SSL connections. Okay, so that's the problem. Okay, but I'll try. Okay, for sure. I can't promise for sure, but why? Because that itself is a completely a different training. Like mobile performance testing is completely a different thing. But if
correct,
you
correct.
just
Just
want
how to
me to show
record that?
like how to record, yeah,
Yeah,
then
how
I'll
to
try.
use
But
that?
again,
Yeah.
in order to share my screen, I need to connect with Android Studio or some other software. Okay, why? Because I just want to show my mobile also to you, right? So
Mm.
that is the concern. Lot of integrations are there. Yeah, I'll try. Okay, I'm not
The, the,
promising
the
on this,
way
but
the
I'll
way
try.
we convert the fiddler file SAS file to the LR script, similar way can be used for the new load as well. Like let's say example, if I'm using the fiddler,
See, I
I don't
especially
know.
don't
So
know
that's the
like
reason I'm
why
asking you.
you will go for
Yeah.
Fiddler until and unless if it is a completely restricted one. Like, see, if you are working on a banking application also, then
Mm-hmm.
you can ask them to provide the proxy settings. Okay,
Mm.
so they will provide one proxy URL as well as the username and password. So with that you can record with load runner by providing that proxy with NeoLoad also. You will have the proxy options wherein you can set up that proxies and you can record any kind of application. No need of fiddler over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Good.
We'll try to find any apps, free apps. We'll try to do it
Yeah.
myself. Then in
But at
case,
least I can show you the recording process. Not I can able to show you the recording process, but I may not cover the entire other steps. But I'll show you the recording process as a
yeah,
part
yeah,
of.
yeah. That should be enough. And
Yeah,
in future also, if you are going to connect with mobile based application also, that will be overwhelmed.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But again,
Thank
it's based on the availability,
you.
application availability only. Okay, I'm not
Yes, yes.
promising on that. But
I understood.
remaining parts, whatever that I'm showing right now, I'm promising that I'll cover each and everything over there without any
Understood.
miss.
Understood. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions from anyone? Okay. If not, we'll close the session for today. Okay. Considering that as no, thanks for attending this session, everyone. Yeah, Madhushri or someone. Yeah.
No, no. Thanks,
No,
Mohan. Thanks for the session. It was a good
Thanks,
session.
Mohan.
Good thing.
Yeah.
yeah. Thanks for attending this session. Please, please join that WhatsApp group. Okay. If you have not yet joined, please join the WhatsApp group that we created. Okay. Or else you can also reach out to team so that they will add you to the WhatsApp group. Okay.
Please make one group where we can type also. Like it's only admin can type. So
No, no.
once the
Initially,
final,
no, no.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Once the sessions got
once the
started,
finalized
enrollment got
everything is
started.
finalized, then I'm just once everyone is finalized who is part
Yes,
of this
yes,
training,
yes.
then that
That
time
that is going to be
so we
done.
can
No
raise
problem.
our concern also in that utilizing
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yes, yes, yes. That option will be provided once the users got registered successfully. Yeah.
Understood. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Okay then. Thank you. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.